Well, hello, welcome to Drawing with Fire. I am Valarie, your neighborhood pyrography artist, here to help guide you on your burning adventures. I'm joined with hubby.
Okay.
And today I'm going to do the final burning for the details on the iris, and then we are going to use the Derwent Procolour to add color to it. So we're going to get started with that. But before we do, I wanted to have a special announcement. Pat from Optima has been working on a new tip, and we spent hours and hours on the phone and sending pictures and pins and whatnot. And now I'm happy to announce that there are 2 spoon shaders. Yay! So I'll pop up a up-close photo. Hopefully. There we go. So that you can see. That's why I'm running a little late. I had to get the photos taken care of. So the bigger spoon tip is on the right, and that has a curvature of 0.375. And the smaller, standard, medium, however you want to put it, on the big one's on the left, the little one's on the right, and that's 0.25. And right now Pat is going to be taking email pre-orders. This is so new that only a few of us out in the world have these because we were testing them out for him. And they're not even on the website yet. So he is taking the pre-orders by email, and hopefully within the next couple of days that will be up on the website. I also have all the information down in the description. Get that off of there. There we go. All right. So I haven't tested out the bigger one, which is the one here on this right. But I'm really liking it. Not having a problem with any kind of catching. It burns so smoothly. And I know they look a little different than what you might be used to. These cuts in the bowl on the sides is so that all the heat is down on the tip and it keeps the pin cooler. In fact, using it, I have not had a problem with heat. I was burning for a good hour and a half with these pins with no problems. So I'll just pop on the little one. And these are the standard $20. I did ask him about that. And so this is not, these 2 sizes are not considered custom, so they don't cost more. And so if we have any questions about the spoon shader, Optima now has them. Yay! Okay, so I need to just darken up this area a little bit and put in the little tongue feeler thingy details, and I think I'm going to call this one done. Let's zoom in. There we go. Hopefully that looks okay. Am I on the right pen? No, I am not on the right pen. I hate when that happens. But sometimes that's a good thing about having the single. You don't have to worry about if you turned on your right pen. All right, so I have this set just below 3. Since I've already burned the area, I need a little higher heat to get more tone in there. So it glides so smoothly. In fact, Pat was asking all kinds of questions about how I thought about this and whatnot, and working with it, I didn't even think about how it was burning because it was just going. I wasn't even thinking about what I was doing. So, just darken up some of these areas. I did spend another close to 7 hours on this one.
Excuse me.
Bump it down too, it's a little high. And so these heat up quicker than the ball tips because there's less metal that is needing to heat up. that in there. So how is everybody doing?
Can I say who's in?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're trying out a new format where
I talk.
where Val talks a little bit more, and so we stay on track. So, Grace is here. Cyan Ink is here. Eve is here. MP Langer Art is here. Chris Crafts is here. Philip Kabachi is here. Grandpa Podge, Marie Monopoly, Andrew, Heather, Cat Lady, Bo Collins. Yep, that's everybody. And if you didn't notice, the trifecta is here, so watch out for puns and
Yay, we have everybody
stuff.
here. Hello, everyone. So, I will say I'm not happy with how this burned. The veneer just did not do well with that electric sander, and I can tell with how the wood burns, it's not burning as well as the orchids did. So if you've bought these panels, I highly recommend only hand sand these, or you're going to be just as frustrated as I've been. So I'm just trying to darken and tighten up the center more so than the other areas, because like we talked about last week about the contrast and having it a little more blurred out here with more focus in here. So I haven't fully decided on color. I might actually just go with similar colors to the photo. I do know that I want purple in this because, I'm going to flip this around real quick. I have purple in the orchids. So if I can kind of scoot this over, stuck there. If I try to take one color from this and do it across all three, it'll bind them together more so that they really look like they go. Oops, sorry. Oh, that must have been so loud for your earphones. So that's the plan. And since this does have purple down in this petal down here, I think it'll work really well. The last piece will be done with watercolor as well. I feel like I need to redeem myself with that one. Okay, so we got spiky things here, and I was actually going to switch pins so we can get those spikies in there. Don't like how this is curving. I did have to take the sanding stick to a couple places to kind of smooth it out and lighten areas of the burn because I got it too dark. So I'll do this. I don't want to spend too much time burning. I want to say it's done. There we go. Let's tighten up a few of the burns. And let's get that tongue thingy in there. I don't know what to call it. Is it a tongue? Is it the stamen? Looks like the flower is sticking its tongue out. Okay, I'm just waiting for this is the really pointy one. This is, oh, Grace is gonna love this one, the 9PP. I had to, that's the name of the pen. Hi, Alvaro. I guess while this is heating up, real quick. I know you have, I find it, I wasn't expecting to do this. I know you have one of the aluminum oxides that Pat sent. This is a leather strop. And all it needs, there we go. I already have some on, but just rub it on your strop. And then, let's see here, what pen can I polish?
You know what? Westerfield just subscribed.
Well, hello. Alright, this is the spear shader. This is flat with a little bit of curve. So I'm just going to go with the tip and rub it a few times. You will see some gray come off. That is the metal, so you don't want to go too far. But then the tip's all clean. That's all there is to it. Let me see here.
Andrew wants to know if the new shaders are mirror polished when they arrived.
This one has not been used at all. It's been...
Wow, it's very shiny.
Yeah, it's highly shiny. I haven't used it at all. So, let me see here. In fact, this... Oh, no, not the spoon shader. And that's on. This is the small spoon shader. And so I just want to go with the angle of the tip with the heat off. And that's all there is to it. That's really how easy it is to clean your tips. I will do a more in-depth video, but I know you just got your Optima and we had talked about it a little bit, so hopefully that helps. I got all these pins around me. Alright, so we're going with the PP pin. Yes, I did that on purpose. Gotta give Grace and Heather something to lose it over. Alright. This is a very sharp tip and it will scratch the wood. So I need to be a little careful with this one. I have it on a 2. And let's see here. These are so little. Get those in there, start in the dark. Draw up. If you put this tip on higher heat, you can actually put in highlights because it's so sharp. I don't know if you can hear it scratching the wood. And go a little faster for the lighter ones. There's a lot of them. Some of these may have to be scratched out. Let's see if I go hotter. I blended up 3. You can, if you buy these tips, you can soften the point. They're definitely useful for little areas like this. Let's see here. Did that help on cleaning the tip?
I believe so.
Got a little hot with that one. And this is really, really small.
Oh, I made the coffee strong.
No, I forgot to grab it.
I'm going to get you some in just a minute.
I know. So I'm trying to get all these in. I may have to use color pencil more than anything because I don't want these too dark. You know what? It's alright if they're dark. And the slower I move, the darker the line. And I can see, I don't know if the camera, probably not.
Are you going to zoom in some?
A lot. Let's see. Now I gotta get on. There we go. Hopefully that'll help.
Looks, well.
It's probably a little fuzzy because
Well, the part that you're burning on looks actually really in focus.
yeah, and that's where I want the detail for the burning in the first place. So there. In fact, I could also. Some of these are darker, And I tried to keep the veins going in the direction I needed in order to make it feel like it's ruffled. And see, I do have some lighter spots that I left, and I'll use that with the colored pencil. Hopefully it'll work out. It should. I don't think... Shading with this one is not the best idea. Let's flip it over a little bit. So I can angle it down.
Chat's quiet.
You're quiet. Grace didn't do her thing.
What thing?
Her puns.
No.
Grace, are you feeling okay?
I think her and Heather aren't awake yet.
Uh-oh. Well, I gotta find a way to wake them up. Alright, so...
Well, Angel's not here, so...
Yeah, it's an Angel, but we got Philip and Andrew. Let's see here. Do I need... See, I still feel like I need more detail in here, but I don't want to spend the whole life burning. Let's see here. This is gonna go bigger when I add the color. Yes, for...
What do you mean?
Well, if you look at the photo, which... Oh, wrong one. Don't want that one. There we go. The center is a little more poofy.
Oh, okay.
And I don't have a whole lot of poof going on. But when I add the color, hopefully that should be enough. Let's turn that off. I'm going to go in with... I moved all the... I have 2 tins now, so I put the pins that I'm using for the piece in one tin. The thing is that keeps growing. That is my small ball tip. That is a small ball tip. There we go. So what's everybody think about the new spoon shader look? Well, I'm throwing
Chat's
it out.
being really quiet.
I'm worried.
I'm concerned too. I would have thought by now that Heather would have made some kind of comment. Andrew says they look really handy, but that was a long time ago.
Oh, Andrew, well, I don't know if I should say this. Maybe I shouldn't. Well, now that I said that, now I kind of have to.
Yeah, you kind of do.
I kind of have to now. It was mentioned about getting the things to create a cord so that you can use the Optima pins on the Peter Child. Now, if that's happening, I don't know. But that's being looked at, so it would be an option for you then.
MP Langer artist Patricia is trying to get them going. Trying to save chat.
Save the chat. Oh, stay on camera. Sheesh. This is one of those days. All right, so this is just a small ball tip on 3, and just darkening and trying to tighten up some of the burn areas in the center, so that they are more in focus. This actually kind of curves. Someone tell a joke.
This isn't a joke. I want to preface that because I didn't want to think it was a joke. You were actually working on this for quite a while yesterday.
I worked on it Sunday evening and last night.
And I want to apologize officially to chat for my yawning episodes last live. I'm deeply ashamed.
Oh.
That won't happen again.
They love you. It was due to medical, so.
Yeah.
There's a reason.
Pop says shaders look really well made as usual for Optima.
Yeah. I was really excited to see them. And at first, when I first opened it, I was like, what is this? Because it does not look like any of the other shaders. But that's a good thing. I think they work better. Definitely a lot smoother. Let's see here. I definitely think they'll...
Oh, I see. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No.
It's quiet. Heather says, okay, I'm back.
Oh, that's why it was quiet.
Ah, okay. I think she pick up now.
That's why it was quiet. Yeah, you'll probably regret it now.
Okay, Grace. Got it.
Alright, so do we feel like it needs any more?
I'm asking the wrong guy.
Well, I'm asking everybody.
I think it looks fantastic. Grace, don't you get me started yawning. Then I'll have to leave. I made an extra pot of coffee today.
Let's see here. Do I need... I still don't feel like this area is dark enough. Or the stem.
Heather.
I see that. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm going to darken. And I'm just moving very quickly. The stems are not perfectly smooth. So any texture I can get is a bonus. Let's just...
Bo Collins just ordered the Optima 1 Dual.
Awesome. Well, now you've got a new pin to try too. There we go. See, hot spots right here. Well, definitely let me know what you think, Bo, of the Optima. I keep trying to use my other burners, but they're just not doing it for me.
You have a compliment from MP Langer. Is it Patricia?
Patricia. Yes.
I'm trying to learn.
I know. That's what happens when you get old.
Hey.
Oh, thank you, Patricia.
4 new pins Bo is getting.
Is that... what's buzzing? The Optima is on, and there, when everything gets quiet, there is a tiny buzz, and that's just because there's electricity going. But we do have traffic on the highway.
Unless she was talking about the diesels going by.
Yeah, one of the two. Alright, because once I lay the color down, I'm not touching this with the burner again. So, I need to make sure that I'm extremely happy with it. Much as I can be.
I think there's that period of transition in every art form, though, right?
What do you mean?
Well, when you have to decide, like...
when it's done?
When there's a point of no return, like when you seal a painting. Like, alright, well, after this, I'm sealing it. Don't anybody try and stop me. I'm really doing it. I'm going to be done now.
Alright. I'm going to try to darken this up real quick. And then we're going to go to color, I think.
Grace says she thinks it's a traffic.
Probably. They are allowed today.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the 2B, and I bumped it up to 4 because I already have a dark burn. It's going to take more heat to darken it.
I thought it was a pretty sweet burn.
Waka waka.
Bo Collins is asking if pyrography should be viewed from a distance. That's... No?
No. Once you get the hang of it, it's nice to see the textures that come out. And viewing, I mean, I know what he means. Like, right now, this looks better on camera than it does to me in person. Yeah, I just went too dark. Oh well, because we're going to blend it out. But no, I have people always trying to touch my pieces because they're right up on them. Trying to look at every little bit of detail that I've put in. So I guess it's a personal choice as to how you want your art to be viewed.
You see what Eve's screaming?
No.
Torch, torch, torch.
I can't torch this one. I know, I've been thinking I need to use it, but I can't torch this one. I think the torch would just kill this veneer. I've thought about it to darken some of the areas.
Perhaps if you had a thicker board.
Well, I did want to show last week that I announced that Treckle was sending me the different birch, and I got it last Thursday, and I cannot wait to burn on it. Oh my gosh. Here, I'll quickly show it.
Yes, my liege.
Please. This is the birchwood cradle board that they sent me. Back it out. There we go. And this is the Dig Blick. This birch is beautiful, and this is not a veneer. It's an actual piece of birch. Solid piece. On top with basswood on the side. This one is the 1 3/4 profile. I cannot wait to burn on this. I did get some of the regular birch panels in a circle, but I just wanted to show that. Heather's awake. Alright, there we go. So, I'm looking forward to burning on that. I don't know what I'm going to put on it, but I'll figure it out. Okay. Is this done?
I can't answer that.
I know. I'm calling it done because I do really need to move on. So, one thing I do need to do before I forget, because I always forget.
Oh, you're going to sign it?
Yes.
Oh.
I don't want to put color on and then try to sign again.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah. I always forget to do that.
It's funny. You flipped it around just as it came up in chat. Heather says it's upside down.
Alright, where to sign, where to sign, where to sign. I tend to do my initials.
Okay, Heather.
Let's see here.
Heather says, nope, it's not done.
No, it's not done. Aww. You have no idea what you just caused. Let's see here. I'm going to go with the smaller MS tip. Let's get this sign in. Add some color.
I guess Andrew hasn't burnt birch yet.
No? Well, I do know that the Treckle birch does ship internationally, and I do have that 10% off code on Treckle products, including the wood. And the information she gave me, it says 1 per customer, so I don't know if that's 1 order per customer or what, but I do need to get that clarified. But they do ship international. Let's see, can you see?
Oh, Heather says it's not done. It still needs color. Wah, wah, wah.
Not always the best tip for that. It's actually a little bigger and darker than I normally do. That's alright. That is alright. Still kind of feel like I need some darks in here.
It's, well, but once you add color, won't that also?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't want to like fully like cover this all in color. I want to do more of a tinting like I did with the leaves. I don't want to take away from the burn. I just want to accent the burn. That always seems to... That's always a hard decision when it's too much color. Alright, if I don't stop, I won't stop. So we're gonna stop.
Because you can't, you won't, and you don't stop.
Alright, so I have not tested the Procolour on wood, so this is gonna be interesting for all of us. Let me clean up some of my area. Alright. Well, I'm going to go ahead and keep my test board out because I can see how opaque a color is on it.
Oh, that's smart.
Actually, I'm going to use an old board because I'm still burning on that one. So we'll use an old one. And now we got colors. I probably should zoom out, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna make you dizzy. Alright, there we go. That should work, right?
Yeah.
Alrighty. So for blending, I've pulled out the color shapers.
Okay.
I also have the Finesse color blender, which I'm not liking that one as much. Since I have started using this, I have a paper stump, and because I know a lot of the whites aren't strong in color pencil brand and the other pencil brands, I do have some white Verithin and Prismacolor. And in fact, I need to lay the white down first because we found out when we were doing the leaves that putting the white down first keeps the other colors from hiding it. That's not what I want to say.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just do this. Alright. So this one is the Verithin. I'm going to lay the white down first.
It doesn't look very thin.
Well, compared to this, it is very thin. And with it, the difference is this is it's a harder lead. This is the Prismacolor soft wax lead.
You just derailed my pun.
I did.
You sabotaged me.
Choo-choo. Alright, so wherever I want to make sure I keep that highlight, I'm going to put some white.
I'm watching you on the tablet, and the sounds aren't matching up with the pencil work that's on the tablet.
Oh, I was like, you were throwing me off.
Yeah.
All right. So wherever the light is really hitting, make sure you can see. Do I need to zoom in?
It looks fine to me, but maybe chat. You got any preference?
Didn't know if they wanted to see the color pencils. Or that's what I'm doing. Alright, some of this in here. At least this way I don't have to worry about going off screen. If it's zoomed out a little bit more. But can't really see what I'm doing, can you?
Can see what you're doing, but not the detail of what you're doing.
Oh. Hopefully that will help. Let's see. I need to go this way. Alright. Alright, so just where I know I'm going to want some white. And I do, let's see here. I think I'm going to put some white poofies in. Sticky things, whatever the hell they are. Don't know what that noise was.
That's a piece of construction equipment.
Oh, yeah. Up on the hill, they're doing something. Alright, let's pull in some color. Now, there's a deeper yellow. There is. Let's see here. Pick a purple.
Let me know when you want your coffee.
Oh. You want me to think while I'm doing this? Let's see here. I think I'm going to go with this purple. I'm not naming colors because the colors don't matter. And that's how this came. I don't know why. These do feel a little harder on wood than the Prismacolor. Let's do some of this. Maybe. Let's see what color this is. Kind of like this color. Oh, that's more of a red. Use that one. And we need some greens. Now these leads, I think they're in more of a balance of a wax and oil. They hold their points better. Now all of these are light fast, so I am going to have to seal it. Spray it with some UV spray. I'm not worrying about that right now. That one. And let's see. I haven't checked the white. Let's see how. Oh, actually, that might be a pretty good white. Let's see. Definitely feels harder than than even the very thins.
You have a couple questions when you get time.
Go for it.
Andrew wants to know if you've sealed the wood.
No, the wood is not sealed. In fact, I meant to wipe it down with denatured alcohol before I did this, but...
And Heather wants to know, are those regular colored pencils or watercolor pencils?
These are regular colored pencils.
And Cyanic Art. Do these have the same problem with other Derwent pencils at the ends? Don't match with lid colors.
Let's see here.
Oh, is that a problem?
Yeah.
Oh.
So here is, and granted, I'm on wood, so that's gonna change the color a bit. Not perfect. That's why I was testing them out on a piece of scrap. Some of them are closer than others.
So it's okay. So I was thinking like, you know, it was red, but then the end was blue. You know.
No. Some color pencils get close to the color that the actual lead is, and then others will be really light or really dark and be a different tone. And so if you're just glancing at the end cap, you have a higher chance of grabbing the wrong pencil.
Oh.
Alright. So this one, here we go. Let's get some color on this thing. Now, the white was standing out pretty good. This yellow doesn't. Oh, well, when I changed the angle of it so that I could see it differently from the light. Oh. Looked better. Let's see.
Do we have trash pickup today?
No. It's Tuesday.
Huh.
Unless they're doing big trash pickup on the other side.
Maybe.
Alright, so let's go over the white and see. Now, I really don't want to lose my burning, and that's one of the things I'm kind of worried about. Lighter colors like yellows, pastel colors, are more opaque than the darker colors. So I might not fully color. Let's try blending. See how they do. I think the Prismacolor blend a little better with that. Let's try this. Gotta make sure it's clean. I don't want to put purple and yellow. This is an old emery board that I used to use to clean my tips. What?
In reference to the trash, Grace says, thought I forgot to pick you up, Jason. Nice.
He's my trash.
Nice. Hey! I don't know if I want to get you coffee now.
Okay, don't like the stump on the wood with the Procolour. Don't like it. It didn't blend very well. So, let's see here. Not wanting to lose the burning. I don't know how well. I'm not going. Let's see if I can catch it. Super heavy. Let's see here. I have different yellow in some of the darker areas. Let's see if that helps.
Oh, you got a flame for that.
I got a flame?
Mm-hmm.
For that burn?
Yeah, for that burn.
For that burn.
Grace, you're heading towards another... You're heading towards another appearance of Bernadette. That's all I'm going to say.
It's pretty sad when that is a punishment. I don't know how Bernadette feels about that.
What? No.
Alright. This yellow is doing a little better.
She loves Grace.
Oh,
She'd like to watch her sleep.
Oh, that's just spooky. That's just spooky. Alright, this is the Finesse Color Pencil Blender. Let's see how that does. I forgot to pull out my mineral spirits. This is basically alcohol. And it will raise the grain, but not much because it dries quickly.
Heather, no one remembers that.
Do you really want me to read it?
No, I do not.
Then why did you say anything? Because you know when you say something, it gets my attention and I look up. Alright, well, that seems to work a little better. For the blending. Well, so far I'm thinking the Prismacolor worked better for Pyrography on wood. I really don't want to change pencils in the middle of it. It just may be a matter of me getting used to it, but they're definitely not as soft. And I can't, look like the Prismacolor, I can use the color shaper to push the color down into the grain. But not so much with this.
It sounds more scratchy.
It is more scratchy. Let's see here.
Technical term.
Very technical. Can they hear the scratchy?
I would assume so. If I can hear it.
Well then, let's just... Yeah, I really don't want to switch pencils. Let's see here. Especially since my photograph and the thumbnail shows these. But I did want to test them. I mean, I have used these on paper, and they're good pencils. So I'm not knocking the pencils. But for what I'm doing here...
Yeah, chat here's a scratchy.
Yeah, for what I'm doing here, I don't know that this is the best option. So that color kind of blended a little better. Like I said, I don't want to lose the burning. So let's see here. How much is that showing up?
Has Heather become a trucker now?
I don't know.
Just talking about rolling by and hitting her Jake brake.
Probably because she hears what's going on outside.
Breaker 19. This is Heather Cat Lady. Come on back now.
Oh boy. Now you started it. Now she's coming for you. I feel it. I feel it. She drives her rig with all her cats in the front seat.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so this is a lighter yellow. I'm trying to think how I want to tint. Where there's more shadow. If you have these pencils, by all means, test them out and play with them on wood. But for coloring pyrography, it's not as smooth.
Mm.
And I don't think it's quite as pigmented either.
Well, I can definitely tell the coloring though.
Yeah.
Ozzy is here.
Yeah, Ozzy. Alright. Let's see here. I didn't grab a yellow orange. Let's see here. Let's try this color. Let's see how that works. Because there's different tones of yellow. Alright. See, this is a more orangey yellow. Here.
Orangey.
Orangey. Oh. I don't know what we're laughing about. I'm not gonna. Let's keep this loose. I'm not gonna put in. I'm not gonna like color hard because I think I can accent the veins more.
Okay.
Than trying to fill in the grain. Let's see. Yeah, I think that looks a little better. I'll do it that way. So, I know a lot of people are using the Prismacolor, and actually, right now I think it's a really good deal on price too. I don't have the the feelings about Prismacolor that a lot of people do. I've been using them since 2006.
What feelings?
Some people don't like them because the lead is too soft, and there has been quality control issues since the company moved down to Mexico. But I think they've actually been trying to improve that. And I think that's why the price has been lower than they normally are. Is they're trying to bring people back to the brand. And though they don't have as many light fast colors, and I do think light fast is a big deal for selling your art, because there are options with like UV spray that I don't think the pencil should be discounted. And if you expect them to have a bit of breakage issue and push past that and give the pencils a try, I think you'll be happier with them than you think, than you expect to be. But again, it's all personal preference. I'm not knocking anybody who doesn't like Prismacolor. I do like them. And they are the color pencil that I started off with. In fact, I hadn't heard of any of the other brands for a long time. I can say that YouTube helped with that. See, I don't want to go over dark browns, I don't think. Well, yeah, I think it depends on the color you use, because these colors, maybe it was just the lighter ones that weren't giving me what I wanted. Let's see. How's that looking?
Looks good to me.
What do you guys think? I know they're scratchy sounding, but actually, when it comes to tinting, they're not doing bad with the color pencil blender. So this is a wax-based colored pencil blender, but it's working on these. So let's see here. See, this is more of a, because of the shadowing, it's more of a blue-green tint. I don't know if I want to do that. I don't want to go crazy with colors. Could layer though, so let's see. Again, I don't want to lose the burn. Thank you, making coffee. Would you mind?
I'm on it.
Thank you.
Yes, my liege.
You're not. Yeah, chop chop. Fine. If you're gonna say that, I'm just gonna go with it. Chop chop.
Moving.
I love you.
Love you.
I'm not his leash. Well, maybe sometimes.
Heard that.
The left side, are you talking about this side, Heather? Going to be darker? Yeah, it's going to need to be, because it's not sitting. Let's see here. So I'm thinking, what color? See, I can use the color pencil and layer over it. This one, blue-gray. I think that actually kind of fits. I didn't do like a color comp for this. So let's see. I'm just gonna go, I don't want to be heavy. I think maybe. Let's see, does that work? It kind of cuts down the yellow a little bit. And since that's in shadow, I think that works. Let's see here. It almost has kind of a Art Deco feel when I look at it on the camera. I should have grabbed the coffee before I came in. Because now he's left me. I had to fend for myself with Heather. Well, I don't know that I know exactly what I'm doing, Heather, but I'm trying. Let's see here. You know what? Let's put some. Just feel. Let's see. It's hard to tell what the yellow is going to look like. Do need to darken that side. Oh, when I used a bit of the orange. Let's see if that helps. It's not the exact color, but let's see. Yeah, they definitely are scratchy. I'm doing this to kind of warm up the yellow because in this area it's a little warmer, but let's see, how's that look on camera? I guess I could have done darker with my shadows. Let's see here. Coffee run. Yes, Grace. Coffee run. Let's check out the green. Let's see how well it does over the burn. So in theory, this color should be more transparent. Should. I can see it tinted, but not like crazy. It looks less on camera. I think.
Where do you want your coffee?
Oh, thank you.
Oh.
I think that's right there. Yeah, thank you.
Is that gonna be okay?
Yeah, that'll be fine. As long as I don't give somebody the elbow, it'll be fine.
Is that a threat?
I don't know. That's where
I don't know.
I
don't know if it's a threat. What did I do?
I don't know. Don't tell him what I said.
Well, I'll just reach out.
You can reach out. They ain't gonna tell you. Alright.
I can deduce like Sherlock Holmes. I can deduce what was said.
Then we're safe. I'm sorry, love. That
no,
was
you're
mean.
not.
That was mean. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Grace.
That was kind of not nice.
Oh.
Yeah, that's kind of blue. I'm wanting some warmer grays, and this is the full set of the Procolour.
Paul Lockwood is here.
Hey, Paul. Alright. So if you're trying to decide between the Prismacolor and these, and it's only for, and you're only going to be using them for burning, I would say the Prismacolor would be a better, you'll have better luck with those. Yeah, see this one. I was expecting this to be a little more transparent. It's kind of. It's a good thing I only want to do 10. How's it looking on camera?
I like it.
What's everybody else think? What you guys think? Let's see here. Yeah, the green isn't showing up as well as I would have expected. You know? Kind of expected it to be a little darker.
You have to layer it some more.
I don't want to use this pen until I'm done with the yellow. Let's see here. So that's how many I got going on my hand right now. As long as I don't hold the burning pins like that while it's on, I think we're good. Are you doing your homework?
A little bit.
You're almost done with school.
Almost.
Like, almost completely done.
No, we don't have a fire extinguisher in our studio.
No, should I?
I don't know. Maybe.
No, I'm very careful with everything.
Cyanide is just not wanting to burn their house down.
Oh, well, if it would make you feel better, then go for it. I don't feel I need one. I do have water bottles over there on my counter because I do watercolor too. So
That's true.
I have water in here, but it's not because I'm worried about anything. I've been doing it for so long that I'm pretty good at paying attention. I mean, things happen. Nobody's perfect, but I feel that's one thing I feel confident with for myself is not burning the house down. Knock on wood. So, but if it makes you feel more comfortable to have one, by all means do so. Go for it. There's nothing wrong with being safe. Let's see here. This area is darker. Let's get that in there. Again, I'm just scribbling it in. Because I do think this works better more as a tint and loosely colored than trying to go exact. These pencils aren't as pigmented on the wood. Let's see. Color. This is where some light's hitting it. So we're going to have different yellows. For those, let's see. I'm trying to blend the colors together. Alright. Yeah, the yellow is looking pretty good. I'm just not happy with the green. Though, with how the green is on the wood, it does look more tinted. And I think if the green was darker, it'd be throwing this off. So it's probably for the best. What expires? Something expires. Grace said something expires. Oh, fire extinguishers. That's what they were talking about.
Yes.
Alright, so let's go for our main petal. Alright, I think I can put my grains down for now. And we got the red, the orange, and the blue violet, dark violet. Okay. So this is the colors I have in my hand. Let's put the orange in first. Remember, I want to keep the shape of the petal or go with the direction of the veins. So it continues to give the feel to it. Let's see here. See, I don't know if that's actual red or more of a maroon. Pencil sharpening. For these small details, I do need a sharper point. So we have some orange in here that blends out to yellow. And it was kind of nice not putting every vein in. It felt less busy than if I had put. So this is going to be darker. So I'm going to have to be careful with how much I press. And this is definitely going to have to be blended with the blending pen. Because I don't think I'm going to get a smooth blend with that. We can try. These curves. So let's turn. Let's follow the curve. Let's see what happens with the color blender. Let's see. See, it's not blending as smooth as we saw with the Prismacolor. But, let's see. I'm going with the grain here. Not here. Yeah, it's not blending as smooth. And I'm pushing really hard too. I can always wipe the tip off, so do this. Now this should make the purple also pop out, so layering less pencil down will make it easier. And I think once we activate it, it doesn't erase as well. Let's see. The color is brighter though, doing it this way. So this one I blended real hard. Let's see. Yeah, it's definitely a bright purple. When you do this. So I didn't test these out, and I should have before using them, so that I knew what they did before I used them. I do recommend using making yourself swatch charts, so not only testing what your pen looks like at different temperatures and how you move it and whatnot, but I also think you should test out the color media you want to use, so that when you lay it down, like ink tints, when you lay that down, it may not look bright, but the minute you add water to it, and Andrew, who loves ink tints so much, can attest to this, that you add water to the ink tints and they just scream in your face. So testing them out before you lay them on whatever surface you're doing will definitely help calm down frustrations. And I should have done it with this, but I think it's going to be okay.
So, Heather, the chat was not saying anything a lot earlier. That's what that was about, as far as chat being saved. You have a question from Vivian McClanahan.
Hi, Vivian.
Are these spoon tips compatible with other burners?
They are. If you've got a razor tip, I would suggest buying when you order the spoon shader, also order the Optima cord, because with the razor tip, using the adapter, the pins don't work the way they should. Any pin. But yep, I'm thinking, yep, on all 5 of my burners, the pins will work. And if you want, I'll show you my other spoon shaders. I spend a lot of time sending photos back and forth. Not because he wanted to copy the other spoon shaders, but he wanted to see how those were created so that he could make his different. So, let's put some yellow in. But yes, the Optima pins are all compatible with the other burners. With Colwood, you have to use their cord. with Burn-Master, you can use the Burn-Master cord. Razor tip, you really should use the optima cord. So that purple really stands out differently than the yellow. But I think it goes along with the whole concept of the contrast and having this more in focus so that that's where your eye is drawn to. I think the purple also helps with that. Hey, Dan. What is Phillips telling you he is?
He says he was with me.
What?
I don't know.
What did you do?
I don't remember.
I knew you were doing your homework.
I'm drinking coffee.
Let's see here.
Penholder Heart is here. Says hello. Am I too late? No.
No, Dan. You're never too late. Alright. Let's see here. We have some more purple in here, but I think I'm going to lay down the yellow first. Now remember, purple and yellow are opposites. But because I activated the purple, it shouldn't turn brown. It'll just calm it down a bit. So I have that list of flowers. I haven't gone through them yet. For next week's live. We're starting a new flower. And I want the flower to go opposite of the orchid. So I want it to face that way because the iris is going in the middle. So I need to figure out the flower thing. I know we got some good ideas on our list. That's up there.
Do you want the list?
Only if you're going to read from it.
Is it on top of this box here?
Yeah, you wrote it.
Oh.
You wrote the list.
I can't read this. Who wrote this?
You wrote it.
So there's...
Right, let's activate the yellow first.
Gladiola, Lily of the Valley, Tulip, Carnation, Snowdrops, Orchids, Snapdragons, Crocus, Daisies, Fuchsias, and Chrysanthemums.
So, that's from you guys, 2 weeks ago? I still need to go through that. Alright. Kind of feels like an old photo.
And Andrew says Poppy.
Poppy. Now remember, I want it to go towards, because it's going to be sitting here, so I want it to focus this way because the orchid is going to be on this side. So I want it to point to the iris. Pansies, poppies. Though I can bend the flowers to go that way. I'm just trying to give you the visual of my goal. Alright. So I'm actually using a little bit of this purple, which is Imperial Purple. Why did I just have the Imperial song go through my head when I said that? Star Wars.
I don't know.
It did. As soon as I said that, that is what popped in my head.
The color purple triggered that?
Oh, no, it says Imperial Purple.
Oh, that's why.
That's why. But I'm not going to hum it because I know how Disney is. Alright. So, get some purple up in here.
Don't know the power of
It's
purple.
Sorry, I was trying to drown you out.
Why? That wasn't.
Because I know
what I said.
I know where you were trying to.
I was gonna say anything at all that would be a problem.
Alright, so yeah, there's no purple at all up in the top. They're definitely fascinating flowers. Let's see, curve it down. We have shading here, so I'm going to actually try to use it more as... See, this is a cool, almost like this up here. I'm going to have to pull that blue that I used up here. It's going to have to go down here, or this won't make sense. Not that it necessarily does, but... Let's blend our purple. And I do know that some of the color attaches to the end here, and I can move it around into different areas. Alright. I do think we need some more orange. Though this in the middle is orange too. Orange, orange, orange. That orange to make sense. Unfortunately, because it's a dark burn, these aren't highly pigmented like I was expecting. May not show up as well. Can't burn anymore because
Yeah.
I already had color, so I'm gonna have to make do. This seal's awake.
I'll be back.
He waits intentionally. He does it intentionally. Alright. Let's see. I do want that darker. Actually, it looks like there's a bit of purple in this side. I just saw that. Blend a little bit in there. Not too much. Let's see if we got purple anywhere else. There's a little more here. And see, going over the purple with the yellow kind of pushes it down into the burn a little bit more. What's what thing, Dan? This is, I'm assuming this is a finesse colored pencil blender pen. That's what you're asking. Not sure.
She's just mad at Layla.
Oh, she's just mad at Layla? Oh, why am I not surprised? Alright, so we got a little bit of a redder color. You okay?
Yeah.
What happened there?
Technical difficulties.
Oh, are you okay? Oh. No, no, no.
Oh,
no.
I'm so sorry.
You know what that's about.
I'm so sorry.
You know what that's about. It's time.
Oh, yeah.
You know what that's about.
I said I'd never do it again, and then I did it.
But you caught it. We caught it this
No, you
time.
caught it.
Okay, I caught it, but it's still caught. Alright, this is a little darker. I still need to bring this blue in.
Back on track.
Back on track. That's not the blue I was talking about. What blue? There it is. Hate my pen. Okay, so I need to move this blue. Let's put it some in the green. Let's work it in down here. And then I do think I need a little bit of the blue. It needs to come in the shadows here. And this way, this top part doesn't look out of place. That's my goal. Especially since on this photo, you got some strange colors going on. I didn't change the colors of the photo. I just upped the contrast for the burning part. Alright, so we'll do this. Hopefully that'll work it in a little bit more. And then we do have some here. Remember, I'm going to use the blender pen. So I'll get some in here. I'm trying not to let the pencil grab the grain, because then it's not smooth. Sometimes you can't help it. Add some there. Alright, let's blend it out and see. I can always go back over it. Some yellow if I need to. Let's see if that helps. Kind of, I see when it's on directly on a dark burn, it actually pulls up. It doesn't blend. So let's try this. We'll smush it in there. That's Layla. Wonder if the mail lady had a box or something.
I'll go check in a minute.
Oh, is it windy? She's always yelling at the wind.
Yeah.
Always yelling at the wind. Alright.
Oh, Eddie is here. Eddie Linus.
Hi, Eddie. Alright, I'm gonna throw some blue in here. At this point, I've kind of changed the color of everything, but I think that's alright. Plus, I have blue, though it's a different kind of blue. I do have blue in the orchids. So, there we go. Let's see here.
Andrew wants to know if the pencils give a sheen to the piece.
No, actually. What sheen that you see, that's from the burning. It's not the pencils. See, if I turn it this way, you don't really get a sheen. It's the burning. Actually, from that angle, it doesn't look too damn bad.
No.
Well, I mean, these pencils are an option. Let's put the fuzzy in. If we can. That might be a little harder to do. Yeah, I can feel the gouges in the wood from the one tip. Now, I would not, when I go to seal this, I am not going to brush on my varnish first, because that will smear the colored pencil. Put it where you don't want it. There. How well does that stand up? I'll put a UV spray on it first. In fact, I pulled it up because I know people are going to ask. And this is the UV spray that I'll spray down over the piece first. That'll lock in the colored pencil and protect it from fading. And then I'll brush it. I'll do like 2 coats of that and then brush on my clear varnish. And I have everything linked down in the description. My kit page has so much stuff on it now, but it's the stuff I'm using. So I wanted to make sure everybody could find it. And if you see an Amazon or Dick Blick link, those are associate links. It doesn't cost you any more money, but it does help out my channel. So I can do more of this. Let's see here. Kind of feel like we need...
Yeah, it's the wind.
It's the wind. There's a piece of paper on the door, and every time the wind blows, it of course, moves a piece of paper and he freaks out.
When Philip was saying to me too, he was saying that he likes it also.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
And Heather has to go.
Bye, Heather. Thank you for coming. That's a little bit more of this blue. Put a little bit more. Down in the shadow areas, the yellow is more of a cooler green yellow. And that's why I'm using the blue. Let's see here. Try this yellow. Let's see how that does with the blue. Now, I didn't do anything with the background. I had thought about burning it all black, but I don't think, because of the sanding on this wood, that it'll take it. So, what would be our options? We know these color pencils don't blend or leave a lot of pigment and blend smoothly, so I won't use the colored pencil. Could use pastels. That'll blend out on the wood. Let's see here. Here we got. Or do you guys think that it's fine with no color in the background?
I would put color in background because you want these to be a series.
So do put color in the background?
Yeah, I think so.
Alright, you're gonna have to grab the pastel pencils and the pastel blocks.
Which is
to your left.
okay.
Down towards the bottom, so up 3 drawers.
Oh, it's in a drawer.
Yeah, they're in the drawer.
Oh.
They're in the drawer.
You said box.
No. Let's see here. This tip off.
Pastel pencils?
Yeah, I want the pencils. Those will blend. Now remember, pastels darken when you seal them, so just expect that.
Are these them?
Carpathellos, yeah.
Those are them.
Yeah, it should be those.
Okay. You want the whole drawer?
Yeah. Because I don't know what color I want. Because I wasn't expecting to do. Let's see. Now, do we need? Let's see. Bring this up better. Do you guys feel like we need any more color?
Where do you want these?
I just put them on top of pencils, I guess. There we go. Do you guys feel like any more color is needed on the flower itself? And it'll probably be easier to decide if I do this. Do we need more color? Does it still look like a burning? Because that's my biggest thing.
Yeah.
My biggest thing is making sure that it still looks like a burning.
It does.
Alright. So we did yellow here. We have purple, blue, red, and the orchids. What I want to test before I do this. Because once I lay this down, it's not going to come up as easily. Let's see here. These are going to be really pigmented. They should also blend easier. But it's going to pick up the grain, so we just have to be expecting that. Let's see here. What color? What color? What color? You had to go and throw a wrench.
Hmm?
I wasn't expecting to do this. But you're right.
What?
Yeah, you heard. So the world.
What?
Should I go with lighter blue?
I'm still. I don't understand what just happened.
Let's see here. Purple would make yellow pop out more. But I kind of don't know the context. Green. Kind of make it go away. Huh. So what color? Green, purple, or blue?
I would say purple.
But
Because it's complementary, and then also because your other one is also that in the background. You asked.
I know. I'm checking before I do this.
That is my opinion.
And let's just see so I don't get stuck. I guess I could also blend with the eraser. Okay. Do we want this? Deep breath.
Andrew says purple.
Yeah, I see that.
Grace says a light salmon.
I don't necessarily have.
But a light salmon is better to eat.
It's close to salmon. Purple. I can do both. Deep breath. This is nerve-wracking. It's always nerve-wracking. I'm not taking it out all the way to the edge. I think I'm just going to blend out and then kind of let it fade. All right, here we go.
Okay.
Things you make me do. That's what I'm looking for. Don't want any edge lines. And I can layer over with some like blue so that so how's that looking?
I like it so far.
So I'm just pulling the pastel that's on the shaper out. Don't normally like pastels on my fingers, but how's that looking? I don't know.
I like it.
I don't know. Yeah, I might add some blue to blend into the purple. Because this is no name. They don't put names, but they have numbers. These also have light fast ratings on them.
Oh.
Yeah, I think there needs to be a little blue in the purple as well, maybe. Let's see, does this blue work with that purple? It should. So what I'll do is maybe add a little bit here and there. This. And we'll kind of do something I've never done. All right. I think breaking out the purple a little bit helps. And it kind of feels more like the orchids
Mm-hmm.
in doing that. And adding the second color. Feel it smooth. Let's get the pointy in there. So has anybody got any questions while I'm trying to remember to breathe? What?
No, Grace says it really brings out the purple in flowers. But Grace also says not so much purple on this one.
Not so much purple on this one?
Mm-hmm.
Now you tell me.
Well, no, I mean, like... What did she say? Well, I mean, if you look at the other one, there's a lot of purple in it.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if I could put a little bit of red on it. Just a little bit, just to kind of pull them together without being obvious. I don't want obvious. Let's see here, now that blue didn't blend out as well. Alright. So stressful.
Grace says a little bit of red would look good too.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. The wind must have just blown really hard because I could feel it come through the window and the window's closed. Let's see, just a little bit.
Excuse me. That was not a yawn.
No, that was not a yawn.
But I'm still sorry.
Alright. I don't want it dark. So let's kind of blend it out. I do want to check to see. Oh, helps if you guys can see. There we go. I do want to see how this blender. Let's check this first. It's going to lighten it a little bit. Or make it really bright. Shit. No, I want it. Not what I wanted. So let's blend it. Let's blend it. Well, I did mess up the orchids, so why not mess up this? I messed that up. But the thing is I kind of got to do it here now. Maybe not so much. Well, what I can do is go over it. Let's tone it down a little bit. It's gotten so quiet. Yeah, I went ahead and messed it up. That sucks.
Grace says you said a bad word.
I'm about to say a few bad words.
You didn't mess it up.
Oh, that's pink. I don't want pink. Let's see if I can do this. Remember, because I activated it, it's in the grain. I can't erase it. I think in order for this to work, the yellow is going to have to be brighter.
You think so?
Yeah, because that background is too... It's too much. You don't think so? Even if I just do some down here and let it be, you don't think that's not too much?
I don't think so. I don't think it's too much. That's just my opinion.
What do you guys think? This is not feeling right. But I do have to balance it out. Let's see, we'll go under this petal here, and I think...
It might be one of those things that you have to sleep on, though. You know what I mean?
I don't know. It's like too bright. That's my problem.
Oh, that's what I mean. I mean, see how you step away from it and see what you think. Like, give it some time.
Let's see. Let's pull that out first.
Laura Music actually likes it.
Thank
As
you.
do I. Yeah, I don't think that... I think that the hint of it, and Andrew said something like this earlier, that the hint of color is really nice. And I think that...
Yeah, I'm not interested in going darker with
then
the flower.
it should be good. I mean, we're closing in 2 hours right now.
I know.
But I would wait. I wouldn't say call it done. I would give it some time. Grace says that it looks fine, especially if you balance it out. And I agree. I agree with Grace. The world is ending.
Isn't that what got me into this trouble?
What's that?
You agreeing with Grace?
Impossible.
Let's see here. Thing is I'm going to have to hit this with the finesse to get the same effect. Let's see. At this point, I think people are just sticking around to see how much I screw it up.
No, that's not true. K-E-R.
I'm just using my finger to kind of smear out the finesse pen a little bit so it kind of blends better.
I think that looks really nice.
I think it needs to come down a little bit more. Yes, it's my world that ends, Grace. I would have preferred this to be more mute so that the flower It doesn't feel like it's getting lost.
I don't think it's getting lost. I think it looks really good.
It's too abrupt to stop right here then. Does not blend as well with your finger.
And Grace says that she agrees, coming down a little bit more on top left. Also.
Top left? Or bottom? Or here?
No, top left.
Up here?
Yeah.
Any more up there too?
I think so.
Alright.
I was looking at that as well.
Okay. You guys are conspiring.
We're really not. Andrew wants to know if you can't use the rubber on the pastels.
You can, but because I use the finesse, is not gonna work as much. Kind of like when you activate a watercolor pencil. It might soften it a little bit though. It still throws me off that they say rubber over there for an eraser.
Mm-hmm.
I have to take a half a second and let my brain process that before I say anything.
Yeah, because it definitely doesn't mean the same thing here.
No, I don't. So he's saying, so what, here or here?
I would think
One
there.
or two? One or two?
One.
One?
That's what I would say.
Okay. Well, I guess if you're using a rubber with your art, it's safe art.
Well, Heather's gone.
She missed it. She missed it. Okay. Deep breath.
Huh.
What? I didn't do it.
Penholder's heart says, well, I use a rubber to help with mistakes.
Yep. We just went there.
Yeah, I think that's all it needs. Philip has to go.
Bye, Philip.
I'll be here.
Sorry this went off the rails again.
Why did it go off the rails?
I wasn't planning this.
I thought you were.
This part that I'm doing right this second? No.
Oh, I thought you were.
No, you and Grace did this. It's your fault.
Okay, Ricky. Yeah, Grace says Heather's going to be sad to have missed this. Yes. I agree.
Alright, I gotta touch down with the pen.
I think that's all that it needs.
Well, I have to make it look like the rest.
Yeah.
You don't think right here?
Well, maybe a little tiny bit.
Yeah, I'm
just a tiny bit.
So next we do this. And I almost wonder if green shouldn't be interspersed so that it looks almost like there's flowers blurred out in the background.
I think that's too much.
Too much?
That's my opinion.
You just want me to hurry up. Take your medicine?
I took my medicine.
Alright, this. So I can feel a couple areas where the grain lifted because of the finesse pen. This is one of them. That's all right. Let's see here. Try the rubber. Yeah.
Yes, Grace says it's looking good. Now, I think it's. I agree. I agree with Grace. I think it looks good.
I guess using the rubber to blend it out. The eraser would be good.
Alright, Heather will enjoy this in replay.
Alright, let's check it. Let's see. You don't see, this almost feels like it needs to come out a little bit there. And what about down here? I mean, where does it end?
I don't know. Other side is down. Oh, okay, I see what she's saying.
What? Right here?
Yeah. She says don't hate her. Well, we are getting ready to wrap up, aren't we?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, that has stuff on it. Now we're really gonna have to do some blending. Make sure your tip is clean. Well, this turned into a subscriber dictated.
I think it turned out.
Well,
I think it turned out really good.
yeah, I don't like it's not smooth.
Yeah. Yeah, just that little bit. That's all I needed.
I think pan pastels might actually work a little better. What?
Just a couple of comments.
You don't want to tell me?
Well, Andrew says a dirty tip. And Grace says that Heather will be sad to miss that.
Yeah. I don't like it. That's not smooth.
Why don't you let it sit?
I am.
Okay.
Alright. Though,
So,
what I do know.
yes, Grace and I like this. Grace says, hope you like it tomorrow.
I guess that's where the torch would come in handy.
You can't use a torch now.
If I didn't like it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a little bit negative.
But I don't do that.
I don't like my art, so I'm gonna burn it up.
Oh, you did burn it up, voice, kind of.
Kind of, not really. Oh, it's really windy.
Yeah, I just feel that. Sorry, Layla.
Wow.
Yeah?
All the trees are moving.
Yeah, we got a storm coming
Really?
in.
Grace says she thinks it looks fantastic. I too think it looks fantastic.
Because you want me to stop.
No, I think it looks good.
I'm actually happy, at least looking camera-wise, on this area.
Oh, it looks even better in person. I like you in chat. I'm watching what you guys are seeing, so I occasionally look over and see the actual thing. Yeah, I really like that.
So let's see. How they go together. It might need some more blue. But I will end it here and let it sit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Not supposed to burn over the medium. I'm not burning over the medium.
That was because your
if I said
comment.
torque, it would be going in the fireplace. That kind of burn. So I do think it needs. Do you think it needs a little blue? I mean, I'm not going to put any yellow in the orchids. So
I don't know. Honestly.
I don't either.
I think it needs to sit. I think if you close to it right now.
Well, I'm looking at the screen so that I see what they're seeing too. Let's see if that do better. So you can see the colors better. There. That's a little better. All right. Well, the other one can have a lot of red. Well, I actually kind of wonder if this one can have a lot of red, and then the last flower be similar to this. But I'd have to get close to the red that the Birch uses. No, that doesn't help. Okay. I will look at it tomorrow. I won't do anything with it just yet. So, I do need some white highlights, but I'm going to be done. Because I know everybody's ready to be done, and it's old lady nap time. So, we're going to end it here. Excuse me. Again, I just wanted to let everybody know about the new spoon shaders. The left side's the big one, and the right side's the little one. And they actually burn really, really well. I think you'd be happy with it. I was going to show just, let's see here. So, that's one spoon. Let's see here. Here's a spoon. There's a spoon. We'll just go with these three. I guess it helps if I take that off the screen again. There we go. So, these are, if you notice, these spoons are similar. Pat did a good job of trying to nail down how he thought a spoon shader should work. So, if you're interested in the new spoon shader, just email Pat, and he should start shipping out within 2 weeks. So if we don't have any more questions, what's the number on these? Are we ordering after Monday? For the spoon shader, Kenny, the number, if that's what you're asking, it's going to be 23, and then the size after it. So the smaller one, actually that looks like the bigger one. The bigger one is going to be a 0.375. So it's going to be 23-0.375. And the smaller one is going to be 23-0.25. So, hi Lana, hi Lee. We're just going away now. If you have any questions about the spoon shaders, just ask me down in the comments or over on Facebook. I am going to make a post over on Facebook that if you guys caught the live, you are the first to hear about it. Yay! So, I'm done. I'm done. Don't forget to hit like if you like the video, the live. And if you're new here, don't forget to hit subscribe. And leave me a comment down below. And we will see you next week. Happy burning, guys. Bye.
Bye.